Everything you believe about oatmeal is backwards. Your doctor told you to eat it. Your nutritionist said it was the perfect breakfast. Every health article you have ever read put oatmeal near the top of the list. And yet right now, in kitchens across this country, millions of people over 60 are preparing a bowl of oatmeal that is doing more metabolic damage than a glazed donut. That is not an exaggeration. That is not clickbait. That is a measurable, documented biochemical reality that I have watched destroy the health of patient after patient for over 20 years. And the worst part is not that they are eating the wrong food. The worst part is that they are eating the right food in exactly the wrong way, and nobody has ever corrected them. I am Dr. Catherine, and what I am about to walk you through today will fundamentally change how you think about the most popular breakfast in the world, because oatmeal is not a health food by default, it is a health food by execution. Get the execution wrong, and you are eating a bowl of inflammation, blood sugar chaos, and slow-motion weight gain while congratulating yourself for being disciplined. B-roll, a steaming bowl of oatmeal on a kitchen table. Camera pulls back to reveal sugar, honey, and flavored packets surrounding it. Let me tell you about a woman I will call Grace. Grace was 67, retired kindergarten teacher, walked 2 miles every morning, took her medications on schedule, and for 11 consecutive years, she started every single day with a bowl of oatmeal because her cardiologist told her it would protect her heart. When Grace came to see me, she had gained 22 pounds over those 11 years. Her fasting blood sugar had climbed from 94 to 119, 1 point below an official prediabetes diagnosis. Her cholesterol, the very thing the oatmeal was supposed to fix, had not moved, not a single point. She was exhausted by 10 in the morning. She was bloated after breakfast every day. And she was furious. "I did everything right," she told me. "I ate the healthy breakfast. I didn't skip. I didn't cheat. And my body punished me for it." Grace was not wrong about oatmeal. She was wrong about how she was making it, and the 7 mistakes she was committing are the same 7 I see in nearly every patient who walks through my door. Here is what nobody is telling you about your morning bowl. Section: The Sugar Sabotage. The first thing I ask every patient to show me is not their oatmeal. It is what they put on top of it. And this is where everything falls apart. Grace was adding a tablespoon of honey and a generous drizzle of maple syrup because she had read that natural sweeteners are healthier than white sugar. Here is what the food industry does not want you to understand. Your pancreas cannot read a label. It does not know whether the sugar flooding your bloodstream came from a bee, a maple tree, or a candy factory. At the cellular level, glucose is glucose. The moment you pour any form of concentrated sugar onto your oatmeal, you are detonating the very benefit you sat down to eat it for. Oatmeal contains beta-glucan, a soluble fiber that forms a viscous gel in your intestines. That gel is the entire reason oatmeal is considered heart-healthy. It physically traps cholesterol particles and slows sugar absorption into your bloodstream. But when you dump a tablespoon of honey on top, you are flooding that gel with a sugar load so fast and so concentrated that the beta-glucan cannot keep up. It is like building a dam across a river and then opening the floodgates yourself. The dam is still there. It just cannot do its job anymore because you overwhelmed it. And this is where everything changes, because the sugar problem connects directly to why you are starving by mid-morning. When you eat oatmeal loaded with sweetener, your blood sugar spikes sharply. Your pancreas responds by flooding your system with insulin. That insulin drives your blood sugar down hard and fast. And when it crashes, your brain sends an emergency signal, not for vegetables, not for protein, for more sugar. That craving at 9:30 in the morning is not weakness. It is a hormonal command triggered by the way you built your breakfast. The fix is simpler than you think, and your taste buds will adapt within a week. Replace every form of added sugar with Ceylon cinnamon, not cassia cinnamon, the cheap kind sold in most stores. Ceylon cinnamon. It provides a natural perception of sweetness without a single gram of sugar, and research published in the Journal of Medicinal Food has shown that Ceylon cinnamon compounds actually improve how your cells respond to insulin. You are replacing a metabolic bomb with a metabolic medicine. Use a full teaspoon, generously. Add fresh berries, blueberries, raspberries, or sliced strawberries for natural sweetness that comes packaged with fiber and antioxidants. If you need more sweetness during the transition, use half of a slightly green banana. A banana that still has a faint green tinge contains resistant starch, which feeds beneficial gut bacteria and behaves more like fiber than sugar. A spotted, overripe banana does the opposite. It is nearly pure, fast-absorbing sugar. If you have made it this far, you are more serious about your health than 90% of people your age. That alone tells me something about who you are. Let us keep going. Section: The lonely carbohydrate. Now pay close attention to this next part, because this single mistake is responsible for more failed diets, more unexplained weight gain, and more mid-morning energy crashes than any other error in breakfast nutrition. Eating oatmeal alone. A bowl of oats cooked in water with nothing else added is roughly 80 to 90% carbohydrate, even high-quality complex carbohydrates, even with fiber. Without protein and fat to slow digestion and extend satiety, that bowl empties from your stomach in under 2 hours. And then the hunger hits. Not gentle, manageable hunger, but an aggressive, primitive craving that drives you to the nearest package of crackers or cookies. This is the part most people miss entirely. After 60, your body is losing muscle mass at a rate of roughly 1 to 2% per year through a process called sarcopenia. Breakfast is your first and best opportunity of the day to deliver amino acids to those muscles. A plain bowl of oatmeal contains approximately 4 grams of protein. Your muscles need a minimum of 20 to 30 grams per meal to trigger meaningful protein synthesis. You are not just missing out on satiety, you are missing a daily chance to slow the muscle loss that will eventually determine whether you can get off a chair, climb stairs, or live independently. Here is the protocol I give every patient who sits in my office. I call it the triple anchor. Every bowl must contain 3 things: a carbohydrate base, a substantial protein source, and a healthy fat. The carbohydrate is your oats. The protein can be a generous scoop of Greek yogurt. Roughly half a cup delivers 15 to 20 grams, or a full scoop of whey or plant-based protein powder stirred into the warm oats, or 2 to 3 tablespoons of chia seeds or ground flaxseed, or, and this surprises people, a poached egg placed directly on top for a savory version that is common in dozens of cultures and is remarkably satisfying. The fat is a quarter cup of raw walnuts, a tablespoon of natural almond butter with no added sugar, a handful of pumpkin seeds, or a few slices of avocado if you have gone the savory route. These 3 anchors together transform oatmeal from a 2-hour snack into a 4 to 5-hour meal that sustains your energy, stabilizes your blood sugar, and delivers real nutrition to your muscles. Grace made this single change and noticed the difference within 3 days. The mid-morning crash vanished. The craving stopped, and for the first time in years, she made it to lunch without thinking about food. Section: The portion illusion. Most people skip past this part. Don't. This could be the most important thing you hear today. If oatmeal is healthy, more must be better. That logic has quietly contributed to more unexplained weight gain in my patients than almost any other dietary assumption. A standard recommended portion of dry oats is 30 to 50 grams. That is roughly 1/3 to 1/2 of a measuring cup. I know what you are thinking. That is nothing. That cannot possibly be enough. But oats expand to nearly 3 times their volume when cooked. That small dry measurement becomes a substantial, satisfying bowl, especially when you add protein and fat the way I just described. Most people are eating double or triple a proper serving without realizing it. They pour directly from the container into the pot and never measure. And even though oatmeal is a high-quality carbohydrate, an oversized portion still delivers a significant metabolic load. Your blood sugar still spikes, your body still stores the excess as fat, and you gain weight while believing you are eating the healthiest possible breakfast. Measure every time. Use a measuring cup or a kitchen scale. It takes 5 seconds, and it is the difference between oatmeal working for you and oatmeal working against you. Section: The instant trap. Here is the detail that blew my mind when I first saw the research. Let me tell you about a man I will call Victor. Victor was 73, retired plumber, hands like leather, built things his entire life. He came to me because his energy was gone by mid-morning and his A1C had been creeping upward for 2 years. He was proud of his breakfast, instant oatmeal every morning, the kind that comes in individual flavored packets. Quick, easy, and it said, heart healthy, right on the box. When I explained what was actually inside those packets, Victor nearly walked out of my office. He thought I was insulting his intelligence. Here is the truth. Instant oatmeal has been pre-cooked, dried, and rolled so thin at the factory that it has lost nearly all of its natural fiber structure. Your body processes it almost identically to refined white flour. The blood sugar response from a packet of instant oatmeal is comparable to eating white bread. The glycemic index of instant oats can reach 79, compared to 55 for traditional rolled oats and 42 for steel-cut oats. That difference is not marginal. It is the difference between a slow, controlled release of energy and a sugar bomb that provokes an insulin surge, promotes fat storage around your midsection, and leaves you hungry and shaky 2 hours later. And then there is what else is hiding in those packets. Added sugars, sometimes 12 to 15 grams per serving. Artificial flavorings, preservatives, compounds your body has no use for and your liver has to process as waste. You are paying more money for dramatically worse nutrition, wrapped in a box that tells you it is healthy. The fix takes no extra effort in the morning if you plan ahead. Buy plain steel-cut oats or traditional rolled oats. The ingredient list should contain one item: whole grain oats. Cook a large batch on Sunday. Portion it into containers. Refrigerate. Reheat a portion each morning in under 2 minutes. You now have real oatmeal that costs less, contains no additives, and has its entire fiber structure intact. Victor made the switch, combined it with the protein and fat additions, and within 8 weeks, his A1C dropped by 0.4 points. His morning energy lasted until noon. He called me and said, "Doc, I feel like somebody turned the lights back on." Section: The overcooking destruction. This next part is what separates people who get results from people who don't. Even if you buy the right oats, if you cook them wrong, you undo most of the benefit. High heat for a prolonged period destroys heat-sensitive B vitamins, particularly thiamine and riboflavin, and degrades the molecular structure of beta-glucan fiber. That viscous gel that traps cholesterol and slows sugar absorption loses its effectiveness when overcooked. You end up with a bowl that looks like oatmeal, smells like oatmeal, and delivers the calories of oatmeal without the protective benefits. Cook on medium-low heat. Let it simmer gently. For rolled oats, 5 to 10 minutes is sufficient. For steel cut, 20 to 30 minutes with a lid on. The oats should be tender, but should still hold their individual shape. You should feel a slight texture when you chew. Pull them off the heat while they still look slightly liquid. They will continue to thicken as they sit. That residual heat finishes the job without destroying the nutrients. Before we move on, here is my challenge. Pick one change from this video, just one. Try it for 30 days, then come back to this channel and tell me what changed. Your story could save someone else's health. Section: The hidden nutrient thief. I almost did not include this because it sounds too simple to matter, but the science is definitive. Oats contain phytic acid, a natural compound that binds to minerals, calcium, iron, zinc, magnesium, in your intestines and escorts them out of your body before you can absorb them. For someone eating oatmeal every single day, this cumulative mineral loss adds up. And for seniors already at risk of bone density loss, magnesium deficiency, and iron depletion, it is a problem worth solving. The solution is ancient and takes 30 seconds. The night before, place your measured dry oats in a glass bowl. Cover them with twice the amount of water. Add a teaspoon of lemon juice or apple cider vinegar. Leave it on the counter overnight at room temperature. The slightly acidic environment activates a natural enzyme in the oats called phytase, which breaks down between 50 and 90% of the phytic acid. In the morning, drain the soaking water. It contains the released phytic acid. Rinse the oats briefly and cook with fresh water or milk. You now have activated oats with dramatically improved mineral bioavailability and a gentler effect on your digestive system. Patients who thought they were intolerant to oats often discover the problem was never the oats. It was the phytic acid. Section: The golden formula. Let me bring this all together, because understanding the system matters more than memorizing a list. Here is the formula I give every patient who eats oatmeal. The night before, measure 30 to 50 grams of steel-cut or rolled oats into a glass bowl. Cover with water. Add a teaspoon of lemon juice. Leave overnight. In the morning, drain and rinse. Cook on medium-low heat for 5 to 10 minutes for rolled oats, 20 to 30 for steel-cut. Remove from heat while still slightly liquid. Then build the bowl. Add a protein source of at least 15 grams. Add a healthy fat. Add Ceylon cinnamon generously. Add berries or half a green banana for sweetness. No honey, no maple syrup, no brown sugar, no flavored packets, no guessing on portions. That is the difference between oatmeal that heals and oatmeal that harms. The food was never the problem, the method was. CTA. If this changed how you think about your morning, think about one person who needs to hear it: your mother, your father, your partner who has been eating instant oatmeal every day and cannot understand why their energy is gone by 10. Send them this video, right now. One share could change their mornings and their health permanently. Close, if you want to keep learning how food actually works in your body after 60, not the marketing version, not the label version, the real version, subscribe to this channel right now. I am Dr. Catherine. I have spent my career uncovering what the mainstream gets wrong about nutrition, and every video on this channel is designed to give you the truth your body deserves. I will see you in the next one.